Hello everyone, this is the Disney dude here in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Obviously very cold, only a high of 46 today, so I have my sweatshirt and my hoodie on, so you're probably gonna be like, probably thinking, why yeah, he looks different, but that's why. So I am here on the final day of Dinosaur. So let's walk around. Let's go walk around Dinoland U.S.A. before I have to go and get in line for Festival of the Lion King. All right?
All of them.
Pretty busy here today, but I mean, it's, I knew that Dinosaur was going to be bad, so I mean, luckily I got my lightning lane, ahead of time. They've been having some technical problems, and with this cold, they've been down a lot of rides. Dinosaur went down earlier. Flight of Passage is down. What else is down? Everest is down as well. So Animal Kingdom is really lacking capacity right now. They are trying to get. They did finally get Dinosaur back up, which is the main thing, because that's why people are here today. But they're trying to get Everest to come back up, and they're trying to get Flight of Passage to come back up as well. Just gonna have to wait and see. But a pretty rough day, here for Disney's Animal Kingdom on the last day of Dinosaur. So I just rode Dinosaur, but I'm gonna walk back over because I'm going to show you the current wait time for Dinosaur, which is over 200 minutes long. So if you do plan to come to Dinosaur today, if you plan to go, come to Animal Kingdom today, pack your patience, because Dinosaur is going to be your really biggest wait of the day. So if you haven't got that lightning lane, I assume that they're all sold out today. So if you didn't get your lightning lane, I'm sorry, but I knew it was going to be busy. I didn't really expect it to be over 200 minutes busy. But then again, the ride did go down for quite a while earlier. I know it did the same thing yesterday. So that's why, that's why the standby line is so bad. But again, if you didn't have your lightning lane, I'm sorry, but you will be prepared to be waiting in a very, 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 very long extended queue. So it's let's see how. I just got off of it a few minutes ago, so I don't expect it to be really. I don't expect it to go down a lot, if any. But let's see what it is now. But when I got off the ride, the standby was at 220 minutes. So let's go see if it went down or not. But everybody's in line for Restaurantosaurus as well, because that's closing today as well. So at 8 o'clock tonight, all of Dinoland USA minus Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond will be closing forever. So, let's see. Let's see what the yeah, so it looks like the standby line goes that way. Let's see if I can get up close to the building to see what the actual wait time is. This is the lightning lane side right now, because again, because the ride went down earlier, they're trying to get lightning lane taken care of, which, you know, I mean, I get. Let's see, where is it at? So, let's see if I can get any closer here. I just want to show you this. So, hard to see with the sun in my face. So, I don't know if you can see, but if I can zoom in here. It's all blurry, but it's all blurred out. But the current wait time is 220 minutes. So it's, you know, I don't expect that to go down anytime soon. I expect that to be the norm for all day. I expect that to go until park close at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to be here till that late. I have to go to work early in the morning, so I mean, I never really planned to close Dinosaur anyway. I planned to ride it the last time, so I rode that. I did film it. That's going to be going on my channel, my Disney Ride channel, later on this evening when I get home. That'll be up on that channel. This video of me vlogging in the park will be going on my blogging with the Disney Dude YouTube channel. So this is not going to be going up on my news with nothing is going up on my news with the Disney Dude channel. If you followed me, you know that I already I explained already that because of the algorithm with YouTube and everything, it's going to be a lot easier for us to have separate YouTube channels, you know, one for news, one for rides, one for blogging in the parks. So it's going to be a lot easier to do it that way than it is to just put it on one channel. So, you know, you constantly have to fight YouTube. You constantly have to fight that algorithm. So, you know, it's, you know, nothing that you can do about it. It's just YouTube is YouTube. So, but I'm gonna be getting in. I got a fast pass for Festival of the Lion King at 2:30. I'm gonna get there by 2. I always get there an hour. I always get there at least a half hour early anyway, because of the high popularity of that show. So, so I always get there early, whether I'm standby or lightning lane. I bought lightning lane today because the only reason why I really bought it was for Dinosaur, because I knew that the wait time was going to be so bad. But Disney, but I do have to say that the cast members they have things under control. They knew that this was going to be a really busy day for Dinosaur, so they've got it. They've got this down to a science, which I'm actually glad. I'd rather have cast members, or if we're going to talk about Universal team members, I'd rather have them know what they're doing than them not know what they're doing, and then they're nervous the whole time, which makes the guests nervous. So I'm glad that cast members have a handle on this and they know what they're doing, and it was the same way with Muppet Vision. The wait time for that was, not 200 minutes, but the line for Muppet Vision was bad too. I expect the same thing for Rock and Roller Coaster. So I expect nothing less than controlled chaos. So again, I'm glad that cast members know what they're doing. They've obviously been told by their superiors that it's going to be crazy today. So it's as far as I can tell, people are behaving. They're following the rules, and which is great, which is really what I want to see from the guests. Unfortunately, we hear too many stories about people that are, that they're sorry. I want to wave hello to Nick. But where was I? I don't know. I was probably rambling. I was talking about, controlled chaos and everything. So, Animal Kingdom is busy, but it's controlled chaos. Zootopia is at 25 minutes, which is not bad. I'll definitely have seen that very much. I've seen that higher. Again, they are down, they're still down a couple of rides. As far as I know, Flight of Passage is still down. Everest is down. So I don't know if they're not running Everest because of the weather, because it's cold. I don't know, or if it's technical difficulties. Avatar Flight of Passage is down for technical difficulties, so because that's not an outdoor ride. But I'm gonna miss Dinosaur. I'm gonna miss that whole area. And honestly, if Finding Nemo was to close, because that was my fear, is when they announced Tropical Americas were going to replace Dinoland U.S.A. That was my fear. That they were going to get rid of Finding Nemo, and I'm like, they just brought them back. You really want to get rid of them? But I'm so glad that they're not. They're staying. Again, I know that it's not everyone's favorite show, but I love it. Everest is back up. 75 minutes. I just saw it. Let's see about Flight of Passage. No, Flight of Passage is still closed. So I have a lightning lane for that. Not till later. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride that or not, or if I'm going to have to get a refund. I'm just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Dinoland USA. I know that a lot of people, it wasn't their favorite land. It wasn't their favorite ride and stuff. But I'm excited for Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones ride, which we just still don't have a name for. But I'm excited. I'm excited for that ride. So as long as they don't get rid of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, then I'm fine with it. So I think it would be really cool to have 2 different Indiana Jones attractions at 2 different parks here at Walt Disney World. Disneyland has, they have their ride, Indiana Jones, and what is it, the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, I think. So they have that ride, which is pretty much a clone of Dinosaur, and this new Indiana Jones ride is going to be the exact same ride system and everything. It's just not going to be dinosaur related. But I really can't wait. I'm sad to see Dinosaur go. I grew up with it. On the other hand, I understand. People, vacationers, they came down here and they didn't understand what Dinosaur was. They had no idea. They're like, what is this? Is this a ride? Is this a show? It's a ride. But what is it? Well, you get in a Jeep and they just didn't get it. They didn't get it. So, I think, now I think that they're taking a big risk to put Indiana Jones in, because I don't know if a lot of people really know Indiana Jones. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a very popular franchise and stuff, but I don't know if a lot of the vacationers know who that is. So, time's gonna tell with that one. We obviously don't have an opening date for Indiana Jones. We believe that it's probably going to be like next year, maybe 2027, 2028. They've already said that Tropical Americas are going to be open next year, 2027. So maybe the ride will be open in 2027. Again, we don't have any dates. We don't have anything. We don't even know what the ride is about. All we really know is that Indiana Jones is going to be chasing a mythical creature. That is all we know. We don't know anything else. We do know, it's still the Jeep. It's still, all of that. But other than chasing a mythical creature, we have no idea. We do not have a clue. So, but I'm excited. I am really excited. Putting Indiana Jones in to replace Dinosaur was easier for me to swallow than like putting Monsters Inc. at Hollywood Studios, which I would have been fine with, but you could have just, ripped out the animation, the old animation building, ripped all that out and put Monsters Inc. in there. That ride, you didn't have to take Muppet Vision away, but they did. I know a lot of people love love that Muppet Vision is gone. I don't agree with them. You have to think that historically this was the last attraction. Muppet Vision 3D was the last attraction that Jim Henson worked on. So it's historic, and I don't think that it should have gone away. I I think all of our hopes are, which is probably not going to happen, but our hopes are that when the Villains Land opens at Magic Kingdom, whenever that may be, that they'll move the Villains show from Hollywood Studios to Magic Kingdom, and then with Muppets already taken over Rock and Roller Coaster, then you can just slide Muppet Vision 3D right in that theater. Will they do that? I don't know. Probably not. I don't really have that much faith in Disney, in the Disney executives right now. I obviously have a lot more faith. I obviously have a lot more faith with them post Bob Chapek. You know, obviously I have more faith with Josh D'Amaro leading them and everything, but you know, they've lost some merit with me with getting rid of Muppet Vision 3D. So, you know, and you know, everybody wants to get up in arms about, you know, oh, they're ruining Magic Kingdom, they're ruining the ambiance of Magic Kingdom. I will tell you, you can do anything you want to Magic Kingdom. you can put anything you want in Magic Kingdom as long as you put the rides or the shows in their correct lands. Then you can do anything you want, okay? So, you know, you're not going to screw up Magic Kingdom. You're just not. It is physically impossible to screw up Magic Kingdom. And you know, the Cars themed area, you know, at first I was like, okay, I don't know. And then they came up with, you know, the how it's hooked to Frontierland and everything, which it makes sense. It makes sense. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island were not big draws. I am sorry to tell you this. I really hate to be this guy, but Tom Sawyer Island and the Riverboat were not big draws for Magic Kingdom. Okay, they just weren't. So, you know, you have to build things that make sense to the vacationers. Otherwise, they just don't get it. Now, it's different at Disneyland because of, you know, because it's a local audience, and you know the riverboat means something. And, you know, because Walt Disney had his wrap party for Disneyland on that boat. The Diamond Horseshoe means something because he, you know, obviously was always there. He had his anniversary date there with his wife Lillian. So it means something. It means something to that crowd. Here at Walt Disney World, that doesn't mean anything. That was, you know, people didn't get it. They didn't understand. And, you know, I think that, you know, people really should get over it. And then people want to tell me the same thing for Muppet Vision 3D. They're like, well, you need to get over it. It was old. It was outdated. And blah, 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 blah. It's like, I'm sorry. I really do not agree with you. I don't. It was an historic attraction that never should have been closed, and it just never should have closed. And I'm sorry that, you know, people people feel that way. So, but you know, there you go. But I'm gonna let you guys go now. I'm gonna get in line here pretty soon here for Festival of the Lion King. It looks like it's already backed up. Lightning Lane's already backed up. So I'm gonna let you guys go now. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to this channel for more content. I appreciate you guys very much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Y'all keep each other safe and healthy. Please stay warm, and we will see you real soon.